Hello, programmers. My name
Hello.
is Ernst, and today we'll be covering React Chapter 2. I'm here with Cabello.
Hello, Ernest. Hello, driver. Hello, man.
Awesome. And today we'll be summarizing our Chapter 2. We'll
Yeah.
be creating and using components. Um, okay, the theory side of this chapter, there's not really much because all we're just going to be doing is the implementing the, the components which we create into our application. So this chapter teaches us how to create a class-based component, how to reuse them, and how to embed JavaScript to JSX. It ends by rendering a list dynamically using a map. um, Using a map, in other words, or using the import, or using, what can I say, importing of the component, which is the map. Um, there's not much. The class definitions of this, like the class component, it's a class product that extends the product, and then we can use like to import or export. And yeah, basically, there's not much Cabello here in
Yeah.
terms of theory.
Right, no problem.
Rather, most of the explanation will be done via our code.
Yeah. That's where I come in now. Okay.
Yeah, can you quickly just take us through
Sure.
product.js?
Don't worry. I'm sharing my screen now. I'm sharing it. Right. I'm going to be taking you through all of that. Okay. So hopefully you can see my screen now.
Still coming, still loading. Okay, I can see your screen.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So,
And can you take us through the components which we created, products.js?
so as you can see here, we got import React and component from the React library. So what we're doing is we're importing,
Yes.
that we pretty much importing modules, you know,
Cabello,
yeah.
that's app.js.
Oh, app.js. Okay.
Can you explain the product.js?
Okay.
The other, yes.
Okay, no problem. I'll explain, man. Sorry. So what we're doing is we're importing, React components from React. So we pretty much, so from the React library that we have, so we're importing React and component from the React library. So the library that we have for React is pretty much stored. It's pretty much stored. Yeah, that's where it's pretty much stored. So we got a library. You know, pretty much like Node modules that stores like different, like a library that stores different applications that you use to make the app work. Different files and folders to make the app work. So we got a whole class, right, which defines the products class component by extending React's components. So class products extends components. So what we're doing here is we're rendering the method which determines what the components will display on the page. So, but that's what we're rendering. So rendering, then we have empty brackets. So the empty brackets, it pretty much signifies, it pretty much gonna be, it's gonna pretty much, what that does is the stuff that we can be rendering isn't gonna be static. That means we won't be fixated on one thing that's gonna be rendered. It's gonna be an array of stuff that's gonna be rendered, and then we're gonna then what that will do is return within the div element. It's gonna return our heading two, which is products, and then our display heading for courses, then our heading two for courses. So that's what's gonna be displayed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, can I quickly run do app.js?
Yeah, you can do that. Do it.
Okay. So from what? So basically, this our product.js is the
Yeah.
component which we created.
Yeah.
So what is it doing? We're saying, can you just quickly go back to product.js?
Okay. Okay. I'll go there back now. Right now. Okay, I'm there now.
Exactly. So what are we saying? We're saying, in this product.js, what is the class or what is the main functionality? What is it doing? So it's rendering. What is it rendering? It renders an H2 element of product and causes. So that's all it does. It's gonna give you a display of
Yeah.
product causes,
Yeah.
and then in our so now I'm going to app.js. So in our app.js, what are we doing? We want to call our product. We want to call our product so it can be displayed in our app.
Yeah.
Because remember, we said that a React app is made out of components. Now we want to use the components of products. So what we first do, we first import products from the from from the root, which is the one we created, and then we still have from chapter one, we still have our function,
Yeah.
that returns our app, and then
Yeah.
it has an H1 element, my first ever app, and then here I talked about root in the first in my theory part
Yeah.
where I said it's gonna be importing it via root, via map. I mean, so this is the map we gonna use. Root and map kind of one and the same thing, right? So this is where we're gonna go. We importing products into our div here. So and me, Camilo,
Yeah. Yes,
I'm just
Oli.
looking at your product.js.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, your product.js. It's not. That was the first part. That was like an example.
Yeah.
It
Oh.
was exemplary.
Alright, so you're
You
saying
know
it's not complete?
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, no
But it's
problem.
fine. Let me explain. Let me explain mine.
Right, no problem.
Exactly. So the function of our product.js, what is it doing? You already said it has a class or product that extends component,
Yeah.
which renders, and then which renders it will render what array we want to display.
Yeah.
So what is that array? We said we declared a variable of product and we gave it an array of learning React, pro React, beginning React. So this is a map over array and return an unordered list for each product. And then and then we also have this variable which a list of products which will be equals to product dot map product. Map map takes an argument or a parameter of product which will execute the or unordered list, which will have an ordered list element. Key will be equals to our product to string, and then we have product. We have product as an argument in the ordered list. So basically, what this variable is doing, actually, this comment right here is supposed to go down here. So what this variable of list product is doing is map over array and return unordered list of products, and then the key helps React efficiently update the list item. So
Yeah.
which is this key, which I mentioned here,
Yeah.
and then since this is the body of our class product, what are we returning? Then we return the unordered list of products, which is this array says ish, JSX must return one root element. So we wrap with this. We wrap with this div.
Yeah.
So this single div will give us an array of learning React, Pro React, and
Yeah.
beginning React.
Right.
So that's the functionality, or that's what our product, the JS, is doing. So it's rendering out learning React, Pro React, and beginning React. So when I come back here to show when we call product, what are we calling product to do? We're calling product to render the products in which, or we're calling it to functionalize its function. I don't know if that makes sense, Camilo.
I know that makes a lot of sense. Ernest, that really makes a lot of sense, man. That really does.
Awesome. So, as you can see, I'm not. This is from the first one. So if I run my app,
Yeah.
so if I run my app, npm dot okay, npm dot,
Yeah.
and my app is running now in localhost 3000. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot that as soon as you load like npm start, it's supposed to automatically start itself.
Yeah. I know.
So in my front end, like I said, since we imported product in my app.js and we know the functionality of products, like I explained,
Yeah.
the functionality of products is to have an ordered list of the products which we have set. And we can see here we have an ordered list: learning React, Pro React, and beginning React.
Yeah.
So that's my chapter two of the React chapter two of React. I mean, Camilo, do you have anything to add or to any questions?
No, not really. Not really. I won't have any questions, man.
Okay, I see you fixed your product at JS. Awesome.
Yeah, I know. I fixed it, man. I fixed it. Yeah.
Okay, so awesome. So yeah, so that's our summary. And yeah, cheers. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, man. Ernest, I appreciate that. Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you, Ernest. I really appreciate that, bro. I really appreciate the peer programming. Yeah.
Did you hear
Thanks.
what I said? Yes. No way I'm falling behind. Because the other topics, I was just behind. My life was a mess. I was going
Yeah.
up and down.
Yeah.
Now I'm having a hard time just to like catch up. Look, like even the motivation of like, yo, I still have to ask someone to come and help me, like just to be there for me.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
kind of like
I know. I'll help you, bro. That's
I'm,
usually
I get it.
happen. Wait, big one.
I'm saying I get it, yeah, but I'm just saying, it was better. It's better to do it like this way, to just like how it's recommended. Do the lesson, do the video, and know that when a project comes, you free and you just want to do that project only, or like saying
Uh,
I still need to catch up.
yeah. Yeah, that usually
Yeah,
happens when you're trying to break through, bro. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, you have to fight it. You find it in you to fight back, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, just to break through. Yeah.
Okay, man. Otherwise, yeah, cheers, man.
Cheers, bro. I'll see you in class, bro.
No problem.
I'll see you in class, man.
Cool.
Thanks. So as you saw with Ernest and I, we're pretty much going over like what we need to go over. So yeah, that's what we. So in regards to like I was going over with Ernest, what we were going over was the logistics of like product.js and app.js, like what was discussed before. So like what was discussed before. So we got a class products which extends components. Then we got a variable products. Then what that does is takes this array, the value of this array from 0 to 2, and it imports it here via a variable or permanent variable. Then we got constant list products equals products that map products, and then what that does is we pretty much we get an ordered list, right, for products to string, then a product as well. Then what that will return is list products as well. So that's pretty much what it returns, right? That's pretty much what we have. Then you got app.js. That's pretty much what we have, right? App.js, my first React app, rendered the products component 3 times. Products, import products from dot. So we pretty much dealing with the whole 9 yards when it comes to like app.js. So the render method pretty much renders, what we have. So my first React app then render the products component 3 times. So what happens is the product component 3 times gets rendered, which we're gonna explore now. As you can see here, this gets rendered 3 times. So it pretty much gets displayed 3 times. So that's pretty much what we have. What? And then yeah, register service worker.js. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what we were going over, in our video. App.js, for render, then products.js. Yeah, pretty much renders what we're dealing with here. Code errors. See, there you have it. There you have it. Voila. So as you can see here, what app.js does is just renders, everything 3 times. And what products.js does, takes up products learning React, proof React, then beginning React, and it pretty much returns it as a list of products. But under the rendering, of app.js, but except it gets rendered like 3 times, as you can see here. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're dealing with. I mean, that's pretty much what we're dealing with here. You know. So come on, let me just run debug. What? Oh, I'm running Node. I'm using Node, man. Okay. let me rather debug it here instead. Reload page, come on now. So as you can see here, we got learning React, pro React, beginning React. So as you can see here, we got logo 192.png, then we got localhost bundle.js, favicon.ico, manifest.js, json, ws, so on and so forth. So we got 101, which is switching protocols, not modified, and then not modified. So 304 not modified, 101 switching protocols. I mean, that's pretty much what you're dealing with. And then, yeah, my first React app, and then, yeah, that's pretty much what you're dealing with here. Then, yeah, I mean, that, that, that's pretty much what we need to go over. That's, chapter two. So until next time, take care, Lord bless, and I'll, and I'll see you for another chapter. Peace.